Just a heads up, today's Man Camp episode contains graphic language, so viewer discretion is advised.
Today on the Dr. Phil House.
Do you love me?
You has nothing to do with that! That is not why we fight! We fight because you do this.
Three couples on the verge of divorce.
Get out. Thanks, Dr. Phil.
It ain't Dr. Phil's fault.
Get out.
It's yours. I would do anything for this man.
That is absolutely unequivocally not true. You won't shut up.
Dr. Phil's explosive series continues.
You're scared because she's involved with somebody else. How do you feel about some guy laying on top of your wife groveling around?
Dr. Phil's Man Camp.
You need to grow up. You got responsibilities now. This other man, I want him gone. Coming up. Let's do it. I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go. In 10.
Stand by, camera 6.
If you're going to talk to me, you're going to have to be honest.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
Showtime. This is going to be a changing day in your life. I'm taking people with real problems and moving them into the Dr. Phil house. I'm going to put you under a microscope. Need a camera here, need one here. I'm putting cameras everywhere to see what really happens behind closed doors. I am moving in with you. Today, we're continuing the Dr. Phil House series that we're calling Man Camp. Three wives said they were fed up with what they describe as their controlling and chauvinistic husbands. They sent them to Man Camp so I could set them straight. But because the women also needed to be called on the carpet for everything from name-calling to cheating, I had them fly to Los Angeles as well. Now, all the women said that they were flat out tired of being treated like maids by their husbands. So we decided to put the shoe on the other foot and let them make a mess that the men would have to clean up. Now, the guys had no idea their wives were in town, let alone that they were the ones dirtying up the house. They did such a good job making a mess that one of the husbands refused to clean. He was so enraged that he demanded to talk to me on the phone. I guess he didn't like what I had to say because he hung up on me and then got into a huge argument with his wife. Now, before we continue the story, here's what happened yesterday.
Tara and I have been together for about 4 years.
Scott wants me to be a 1950s trophy wife. What do you want me to do?
Cut it in half.
Tara and I fight every day. When we're fighting for my daughter, she usually gets upset and cries.
It's traumatizing.
I'm with the Dr. Phil Show. We're here to send you out to Man Camp.
Man camp.
I hope you come back a grown man.
It seems kind of weird that I'm the one going off to some camp when it's not really my fault.
My wife Amanda and I have been married for 5 years.
Nick and I fight every day.
I have said you to Amanda.
We fight in front of the children all the time.
I told Amanda I felt like we shouldn't have had children together.
He's told me to wish that I had abortions with both of our children. I'm a dancer at a go-go bar.
She was having an affair with another person.
There was this really nice man. One thing led to another, and I became intimate with him.
She says she's in love with him, that she's ready to leave.
I have one foot out the door.
We're about to take you to Man Camp.
Seriously?
Sherry and I have been married for 14 years. We have 3 children. I've called Sherry slut,
Bitch.
whore.
Fat ass.
I think that I am superior to women.
I'm here to take you to Dr. Phil's Man Camp.
You signed up for Man Camp?
It's time to get real. Who's a leader in this family?
Not me.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, isn't it?
If she would be an adult and be able to have a conversation like me and you are having right now, even though we're not exactly meeting eye to eye because you think I'm and I think maybe you don't know what you're talking about.
So she can go dance naked in front of a stranger and feel good, but she can't feel good with her own husband in her own home. You must be doing something way wrong.
John will say in a group of men,
We all know why I married Sherry. She gives good.
That's funny. She says, well, you know, John will walk in the office, drop his pants, and say, do me. What do you predict is going to happen? You two wrote in and wanted to be here. You didn't write in.
No.
You really don't want to work on your marriage. You're in love with somebody else. You made your makeup perfect, you fluffed up your hair, you walked out to the rest of the world, and you stood there like the little Stepford wife he wants you to be.
I want divorce papers drawn up.
He gets to see what I really go through.
He's not going to be happy. This is going to just be like, oh, what the happened here?
Okay, husbands, take a look around. Dr. Phil house is a little messed up, and it's your job to clean it up before you move in.
Does your house ever look like this? You think mine has? Think I'd live here? I'd move the out and sell the house. I'm not playing this game. Get Dr. Phil on the phone and make him answer how this exercise helps my relationship.
Let me tell you something. For a guy that has run his relationship off in the ditch, it seems to me like you'd be looking for somebody else to be making decisions instead of you.
Well, for a guy that's supposed to help relationships heal themselves, it seems to me like you'd know what the was going on and explain to me how this helps.
You're not entitled to an explanation. Isn't this exactly how you act at home?
When there's need for it.
Be man enough to answer the question.
Take me home.
But he just has to be approached a different way.
Then I tell you what, you just need to go get in the car with him and go home. I am not going to reward tantrum behavior.
Dr. Phil, you don't know how bad I need your help. Will you settle down for a second?
You did this. You got me here. I'm the now. That's fine.
Nobody's trying to make you look like a...
Really?
Grow up. Grow up.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's walk away. Bye. You might as well wait on me so I can come home to a happy relationship. But yeah, because you couldn't clean a dish. Scoot over to the other seat. Okay, will you please listen to me, Scott?
I'm
Do you
listening,
love me?
Tara.
Do you love me?
Don't even go there.
Just answer my question.
No, see, go work that with one of them guys. Okay? You want to get help with it?
You're too
Stop
prideful.
with your unanalytical. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. You're pissed because I don't clean that mess up? Are you kidding me?
You don't have to clean the mess up.
You're
Just
right, I don't.
then stay.
No.
Dr. Phil wants to meet
Dr. Phil.
Don't believe you. I cannot believe you.
This is a game.
Did you already call Mommy?
You just run your mouth. All you're doing. Now you're reverting to talk about my mom. Good
No,
job. That's
I'm
fine,
asking,
Tara.
did you already
know
call
what?
your mom?
You know what? I told you it was do or die, and you're pushing the other way.
That's fine, Scott. I'm
Done.
done. You can't even...
Get the out there.
If you want to
Get
walk
the
because you can't clean a house, if you...
It has nothing to do with that. That is not why we fight.
In my opinion, I don't think either of these guys has a clue why they fight. Tara and Scott are both clearly out of control. Now, whether they stay in man camp or not, they need to figure out where all of this anger is coming from.
Coming up.
You're a Scott. I'm done. You move my out while I'm gone.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Oh, it ain't Dr. Phil's fault,
Get
Scott.
out.
It's yours.
Take the camera out of here. Take me to the airport.
We now return to man camp in the Dr. Phil house.
We fight because you do this. You want to make it a yelling and screaming match and push me so hard that I get so pissed off I can't think. I'm not. Have you seen that house?
I did it. We all did it.
I imagine
and
that.
you know what? Your room that you would have had to clean would have taken you 5 minutes.
I don't care. That's not the point.
You're
Good.
a quitter.
I'm a quitter. Nice.
You're missing the
Every
point of the
single
house.
bit of it. So this is my fault.
Will you hush for a second? You're missing the whole point of that house being dirty.
It doesn't matter.
Get off the phone, please. I'm trying to talk to you.
I've got a 7:30 flight.
Well, you need to change it.
Crazier than hell. Tara, I'm going home. This is not about helping our relationship. I'm sorry you cannot see that.
I cannot believe you to walk away from me. I truly think Dr. Phil cares about me.
What
You're not
happened to
going to
you?
change my mind.
Okay, fine, stay.
I know he cares about JC.
Yeah.
And I think that if you cared about JC, you would get out.
Don't even try to pull that card.
No, let's go talk to Dr. Phil and tell him that's what we want help on.
Nothing else to say to him.
You're just trying to be a hard ass.
Tara,
All you're
God,
trying to do.
stop.
Your room had a messed up bed, a few clothes on the floor, and a dirty dude. That would have been so hard to clean, right, Scott?
That's not the point.
I want to tell you something. My point, and this is my last good point that I have. And I want you to stay, Scott. I want you to be in this with me. What is in there right now, all those dirty dishes, everything that's in there is 4.5 years worth of buildup of that I've had to clean up.
Oh my God. With that 4.5 years, that's some of the corniest I've heard in my life.
Well, I'm staying. Okay, I'm staying.
Bye.
And no, yeah, because you're a Scott. You're a you can't
Oh, there
handle
you
it.
go. That's
you
a
cannot, no.
don't. Keep talking, Tara. Keep running your mouth.
Hey, I'm done. You move my out while I'm gone.
Done. Get out.
You move it out, and I'm dead serious.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Oh, it ain't Dr. Phil's fault,
Get
Scott.
out.
It's yours, and you know it.
Take me to the airport, like right now.
Get up this and get real pissed off. Take the camera out of here.
Well, after Scott took off from the Dr. Phil house, Nick and John called to try to talk him into staying. They said they completely understood why they were asked to clean the house and wanted to explain the purpose of the exercise to Scott. At that point, the men did not know their wives were in town and that they had been watching everything.
If I could talk to Scott right now, I would just tell him, hey, look, we're here for Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil knows it's two sides.
Scott's not being a team player with us. I don't know what's going to happen with him and his wife.
Hey, let's do it. Scott, come on back, dude.
I'm not going back.
Come on.
I'm not.
Scott.
John, you're a grown man. You're very realistic. They're playing some Mickey Mouse games, and that's fine. You like to clean up, but I can't be a part of that.
Yes, you can.
I'm not going to then.
Well, by the time you get here, half it'll be cleaned.
Yeah, well, you're missing my whole point.
Well, you know what? Dr. Phil, he's the only one that I would watch. I mean, you got to go with the flow sometimes, you know? You know, one day, I mean, it's not a vacation.
I'm here to work on myself. I'm not here to work on my house cleaning
Well,
skills.
we're here for 8 days. I mean, this is a couple-hour deal. I mean, come on, Scott.
It's not the point, John.
It's not the point.
You know what? You're hot-headed right now.
No.
I'm not going to be a part of that.
This is to see how your wife feels. That's what he told me this was for. I said, really?
I said, does your house look like this? He said, no. I said, well, my house never looked like this either.
After today, I
had no faith in what's going on, so.
I'm gonna get off here, dude. I'll fix to go in my hotel and chill out.
All right, well, we tried, but you're...
I mean, I got your number. I'll holler at you.
All right, talk to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, man, this ain't good.
Scott's not going to come back.
He said he's done.
I think we're wasting time on Scott. You know, I mean, I'm here to work on my relationship and myself and my marriage. I'm not here to work on him and his marriage. I think we forget about Scott and we press on.
I believe this is where we got to live. I don't want to live in a pigsty, so let's get it cleaned up.
My husband's probably furious right now. I mean, like, I saw him roll his eyes when he heard Scott talking.
I want John to realize that's how he can get.
You know, Nick can get like that when he's in a rage, but he would never talk to someone of authority like that, ever.
My husband's thinking he's being so immature. I mean, it's just a house, let's get it clean, let's get it done.
Door brushes, paper towels, bathroom cleaner, Lysol, Windex.
I don't think we got enough garbage bags, though.
We got near working bathroom. We'll clean that real quick. I'll start the kitchen, top to bottom.
This ain't bad. Shouldn't take long at all.
Hey, John, do me a favor here. Hold this bag open. I'm gonna scoop all it in there.
Yeah.
In the 5 years I've been married, I've not always been helped around the house. Right now, I'm throwing trash away in the kitchen. I'm trying to get all the trash from the countertops picked up.
This bathroom is trashed.
He just doesn't know what to do. I mean, that's just an unusual situation.
If my wife were here, and we had to do this together, we might have a fight about it.
Yeah, we would. He did half the kitchen and then moved on to the next room. That's what he does.
If my wife could see me now, she would probably laugh. It was pretty messy, but getting the job done.
He is working a sweat up.
Now I'm gonna clean the interior of the toilet. That would be the bowl.
He doesn't even know what cleaners to use.
I probably haven't cleaned the bathroom 10 times in my whole life.
He's figuring out it is not just a 5-minute job.
The bedroom that I destroyed is spotless.
All right, one down, 15 to go.
He has the ability to do it. He knows how to do it. He just doesn't do it at our house.
What we got going on here is a clean bathroom. I just detailed it. Shower stall, shower walls, countertop, sink, toilet, inside and out. Detailed, spotless, clean. Toilet paper filled, back them upstairs. Ready to move on to the next one.
It's hard to take care of a household. There's a lot of work.
Yeah, with the cleaning that I did today, I see what Sherry does day in and day out. It definitely gives me a different perspective. It's a lot of work, and I'm proud of her.
I don't think Scott understood that the lesson here was to get us to see that, you know, it's a team effort to clean a household, keep a household running.
Scott let me down. We got here, and he seen what we had to do, and he took off. So I wish he was here. He just took it the wrong way.
Coming up.
Dr. Phil said when I was on the phone with him, I wanted to see what you were going to do. And you did exactly what I thought you were going to. Throw a hissy fit.
I'm not a child. You're acting like one when you do
see,
that.
and you're doing it now. I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, but I don't care whether you appreciate it or not.
That's the most pissed off I've been in years.
now return to Dr. Phil's Man Camp.
You know what? We are here for you.
I hope so, because no negativity at all. I don't want to hear. I just don't want to hear about these men anymore.
We're gonna be okay. We're not gonna talk about it unless you want to.
Yeah, but y'all's men are here and mine's not. It's just.
I'm sorry for that.
No,
for you.
and I don't want you to be sorry. That's not y'all's problem. Y'all have enough problems of your own. This is about me and my daughter.
Okay.
And if Scott
Absolutely.
wants to be here, then I'm all about it.
Let's just go and have a good time, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Let's be strong.
I feel like it was a huge emotional roller coaster between watching mine and Sherry's husband's reactions and Tara's husband's reaction, and I really feel for Tara a lot for everything that she's going through.
I have real big mixed emotions right now. I'm sitting here watching probably one of the best things my husband's done in a while. And one side of my heart was just like really, really excited that I think he's gonna appreciate me a little bit more. But a bigger part of me was just heartbroken over Tara today. I know what she's going through. It's not all about me today.
Dr. Phil called me today, and that's why I'm still here. The phone call meant to me that he cares. I never, ever thought that Dr. Phil would call me and talk to me. When this day started, I never in a million years thought he would leave. I hope Scott's still here. I hope he doesn't give up, because I'm not quitting. No matter what, I'm not quitting. This is an opportunity to have at least me and my daughter make it. If he leaves, then why try? Why try? If he didn't want to work on it, why should I? Dr. Phil sent me a message today, and it really hit my heart when I read it. It says, the biggest tool in an abuser is to isolate the victim. And he's exactly right, and I'm not gonna be isolated. I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna do what it takes to get help for myself and for my daughter.
I felt like that was a very important message I sent Tara. I did feel Scott was trying to isolate her by quitting the process. Tara still didn't know if Scott had gone back home or if he had stayed in Los Angeles. Now, meanwhile, he was at his hotel where the other husbands were still trying to convince him to stay.
We couldn't get a flight out tonight, so we're gonna meet the other guys for dinner and tell them good luck. Tell them everybody has their own way of doing stuff. They can go on with their program, and I'll go on with my program.
Who is it?
Security.
Oh,
What's up, man?
I thought it was the cleaning lady, dude. All right. You back?
No.
Are you?
What's up, man? Staying? No, we're just gonna hang out for a little bit.
We really want you back.
I didn't mean to leave you hanging, but it's not why I'm here.
Now that you get on cleaning up the kitchen, will you stay?
No.
Why?
I lost all faith in this little program we're going on. Because they got pulled today, I have no faith.
Dude, that's like nothing.
So like today, she said if I don't stay, then we're done. Right. Well, everybody knows, push me, push me, and push me. Eventually, I break, I snap. Push me some more, say you have to do this or we're done. Dr. Phil said when I was on the phone with him, I wanted to see what you're gonna do. And you did exactly what I thought you were going to. Throw a hissy fit.
Is that what he said?
That's when I went.
That's it. That's the point, dude. That's the point of that.
No, what he was wanting was a reaction.
That's it then. That's it. You answered your own question.
I know I overreacted a little bit today. I'm gonna talk to the boss in the morning. I have things to say to him.
So you're gonna stay?
We'll stay and talk to Dr. Phil in the morning. I want to apologize for overreacting. I'm not gonna change my point of views, but I did overreact. I lost it.
You're staying, right?
Yeah, I'm staying for
All right, dude.
the morning.
Well, I'm glad you're staying.
I am too. I don't want to leave y'all here by yourselves.
Scott agreed to stay for now. When I sat down and talked to him the next day, I sure wasn't going to try to convince him to do anything that he didn't want to do. Look, I'm all about helping people who want my help, who are willing to roll up their sleeves and do what it takes to make a change in their life. I have not got time to chase people who don't.
I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm here alone, and now I just gotta make it work on my own. The last time I talked to him was in the van. The last words I heard from him was, I'm fixing to get on a 6 o'clock flight and leave. Oh, God, it was so overwhelming.
Put the cat drug in.
How are you?
I'm all right. What's up?
Not much.
Yeah, have a seat. So you're on your way to the airport, right?
Yep.
Is Tara going with you?
Guess not. I think we broke up yesterday. She gave me an ultimatum if I didn't stay that we were over.
Yeah. So what do you think about your behavior yesterday?
Well, I thought a lot about it. Hadn't been overreacting. Get a little bit irate. I might take a little bit too far, and talking on the phone with you didn't help matters at all.
A little hard to have a rational conversation with a screaming wild man, isn't it?
Now, I won't take anything back that I've said. I might have focused my point more if I would have been not quite so, such a wild man, I guess. Do you not agree?
Oh, I think it was ridiculous. The conduct that you allow yourself to have is terribly counterproductive for you and for your wife and child.
I'll give you that.
But what do you think makes you so mad that you have the rage problem that I think you have?
I understand you're supposed to be, you're the smarter guy here. I give you that. And you know what you're talking about. I give you that. So the first thing you said to me, so why are you disrespecting my people and throwing a temper tantrum? Well, I'm not a child.
Well, you're acting like one
No,
when you do that.
see, and you're doing it now. I don't appreciate it.
I don't care whether you appreciate it or not. I mean, you're just...
That's adult. That's adult.
What was designed for you yesterday, does that in some way help your relationship? Absolutely and without a doubt. And you want to know why?
Yes, I do.
Because it gives you an opportunity to develop a sense of empathy, where you can go through some things that she experiences. There's a real good chance the light bulb's going to come on and say, you know what? I never really thought of it that way.
You know, that's the most pissed off I've been in years. I mean, I'm emotionally drained today. I can hardly stand up. Because
well, calm down.
All the venom I spewed yesterday.
Well, this is the house. I mean, look around you.
Yeah, I know it.
The point is, it wasn't really even that dirty.
It was plenty dirty in the kitchen.
Yeah, you go look in the kitchen. It's clean. If it was so bad, I mean, come on.
You know, we discussed yesterday, all couples are going to argue. Where our problem is the way we argue and how we argue.
Okay, well, tell me how you think it should happen.
I'm here to ask you that.
Well, you know what she said about yesterday? She said that's about a 6.
Really?
There is a better way to handle your anger, your frustration, and your rage. I totally get she's major toxic in this relationship.
Coming up, Tara has no idea that Scott is here.
Oh my God, I was so convinced that you were gone.
And now she has to answer to Dr. Phil.
Why do you say you would do anything for him when you know that is absolutely unequivocally not true? You slashed his tires.
That's why I'm here, Dr. Phil.
We now return to Dr. Phil's Man Camp.
When Man Camp started out, we had no idea that asking the men to clean a messy house, even a really messy house, would cause one of the husbands to go into a rage and want to quit the show. When I sat down with Scott the next day, his wife Tara still didn't know that he had decided to stay to talk to me. It was clear Scott had a huge anger problem. But I also needed to talk to Tara about her toxic behavior, which was contaminating the marriage. Whether they stayed at Man Camp or not, I wanted them both to hear what I had to say.
I walked in the house, and at first I saw Dr. Phil sitting there by himself, and I didn't even see Scott, and my heart dropped. In my mind, he was gone. I look over, and he's sitting there, and I give him a hug, and he's not happy to see me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh my God, I was so convinced that you were gone. Oh God, I'm so glad he's here.
Why are you rolling your eyes?
Don't you ever cry at home? Huh? 'Cause you don't care at home, you care on TV?
No, I care all the time.
You know, at home, whenever you spew venom,
I know, and
your
that's why
head's
I'm
spinning
here.
around in circles.
And that's why I'm here, is to learn how to not do that.
I'm here to learn how to clean house.
What do you want to see happen?
I want to see me and Scott be happy together with our little girl. I want to work on my anger problems.
What do you want to see happen?
Sick of fighting. Just can't do it anymore. You wanna know where all that rage comes from?
Tell me.
Every day with her, honey, stop yelling. Sweetie, it's not that big of a deal. The baby's crying. Stop screaming. I cry more than she does when we do that.
Do y'all think this marriage was a mistake?
Yeah.
How about you?
I truly love Scott. I would do anything in the world for this man, and he knows it.
Why do you say you would do anything for him when you know that is absolutely unequivocally not true? You won't shut up when he says, will you please let it go? What do you mean you do anything for him? You won't do that.
You're right.
You slashed his tires, you beat up his truck. I mean, what?
That's why I'm here, Dr. Phil. I need to know. I need to know why I do that stuff. I don't know.
I believe when you choose a behavior, you choose the consequences. What do you expect the result to be when you beat up his truck? What do you expect him to do?
I expect him to be pissed, but I don't do that for no reason.
Well, what is it you're trying to accomplish?
I don't know why I do it. I get pissed and I just do it.
Why did you say yesterday was a 6?
Because we can yell at each other and we can call each other names and we can throw stuff and we can shove and I can beat his vehicles up. That's a 10 to me.
Do either of you have any concept of restraint when you get in a fight?
No.
You don't hit her, right?
No, not unless I'm provoked. We have before, yeah.
Don't you recognize that what you're doing is not working? It's like a pressure cooker. You put the lid on there, you just keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, and finally it's just gonna blow. And then it's like you say today, I'm just totally drained. You know why? Because you burned your adrenals up. And y'all do this time and time and time again.
No.
You don't actually problem
solve.
solve.
I've actually realized that this doesn't do anything. That's why I'm the one that says, just stop, quit. It's not gonna get us anywhere.
You two have defined this relationship mutually, and you have gotten addicted to the pattern. He hates conflict, true or false?
True, very.
He will do anything to escape it.
How is it escaping if you're going out with your friends and I'm calling you and you're not answering your phone? How is that escaping? That's not...
All right, what's he gonna get if he answers the phone? What's gonna happen if he answers the phone?
Okay, and he does answer the phone
Answer
sometimes.
my question.
He's gonna get more bitching and more fighting.
It's just like, okay, I have escaped. I'm gone. I've escaped. These people are smiling. They're rational human beings. Or I can answer the phone and have somebody tell me what a worthless, no good, rotten son of a bitch I am. Why would he ever answer the phone?
Oh, no. Good point.
That's like sticking your hand in a blender. You say you do it for attention? Well, you've got his attention.
But it's negative attention, and
You think?
I want positive attention every once in a while. I don't get that.
Here's the problem. It's kind of like going down the cafeteria line with your tray, you know. Down at the end, there's a cashier. Somebody's got to pay. And your daughter steps up and pays. That's who pays. So y'all get your release, but I'll tell you what, her demons scream in the night.
Literally.
Her demons
That's why I'm here.
Scream in the night. And children have a way of figuring out that it's their fault. Was it the right decision for y'all to get married? I don't know. But it's the decision you made. It's the family she's got. Can you imagine a better father
No.
than him?
No, I couldn't.
What do you see in her eyes when she sees him?
Joy, love. I know she's a huge daddy's girl.
Do you think she's a good mother?
Yes.
So what if you could take those skills that you use with that precious child and learned how to use them with each other? Everybody say, okay, here's your cure. Don't yell and scream anymore. Thanks for coming. You didn't need to fly out here to hear that. If it was that simple, it'd be easy. But we're gonna do it my way, or you need to make your 1 o'clock flight. Okay. And if you stay, you just gotta say, you know, I'm gonna free fall. You just have to have faith, you know, the bald son of a bitch has gotta have some kind of plan. And I take your family way, way more seriously than to subject you to any kind of non-purposeful activity.
Well, you just saw me. Because you looked me in my eyes and said what I've been waiting for you to say since I got here. That you do take us seriously.
I know you're trying to make this work. You're in, right?
The thing that impacted me most was when he looked at me and Scott both and said, I care about y'all. I care about your little girl. I knew Scott was staying after that. I know that Scott's not going anywhere now. That's all I need for him is to be in it. If this makes us or breaks us either way, at least we tried.
Coming up, what Nick and Amanda did to get kicked out of man camp.
We're screwed. I know we're kicked out.
We now return to man camp in the Dr. Phil house.
So, Nick,
Yes.
how's it going?
It's going kind of okay.
What's that mean?
Well, a little nervous about what's going to happen, what's going on. I feel pretty bad about things.
Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Right.
For sure. And if you do the things that we're talking about, you're going to have the best possible chance of keeping this marriage and family together.
That's what I want.
But I'm just not sure if you are just so controlling that you are absolutely addicted to the need to keep your hands on. But I know when we brought you out here, we told you we didn't want you having contact with her.
Right.
And then I know Friday night, you walked from your hotel across town, tracked her down, and got with her after my instructions were not to do that. Now tell me why I shouldn't put your ass on a bus out of here.
Right. Sorry.
Listen, you gotta be willing to roll your sleeves up and do some things different. I didn't say come out here, make your own rules, do whatever you want to do, blow me off.
Yeah. I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
So you walk across town, you have sex with her because you want to possess, you want to control, you want reassurance, right? That's why you were freaky to find her. Call, and then you go over there, you compromised her, you compromised you compromised the process.
I didn't want to do that. That wasn't my goal. Was to go. We haven't had sex in a long time. It wasn't my goal to do that. She brought it up, and I was like, well, if we're ready for that, then okay. That wasn't my intention to do it. I really just wanted to see her.
I want to bring Amanda in. Good morning. Have a seat, however temporary.
We're screwed. I know that. We're screwed. Him and I are gonna be over when we leave the show. I already know it. I know we're kicked out. I know that it's over.
You come here, and you got me, and I say, okay, we are gonna roll our sleeves up. I'm gonna use all of my skill, all of my ability, all of my 30 years of experience and knowledge, everything I can to try to restore some semblance of tranquility for these children and this couple, okay? And you decide, no, screw him. I'm walking 5 miles across town and doing what I want to do because I'm in control. I run things and I decide what I want to do. I'm the same guy that's run it off in the ditch time and time and time again.
So then how do I stop? How do I stop that then? I did it without even thinking about it. I didn't know that. Like you're saying, like it's controlling. I didn't know that was controlling behavior. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm here. I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't see it like that. You just said it.
We told you not to do it, and you stalked her. You overheard a driver say the hotel name, and you stalked her and ran her down. This wasn't like, whoops, I hate it when that happened. I'm just walking around Hollywood and ran into my wife in a hotel lobby.
Yeah, look for her. I want to talk to her.
You kept demanding it from the producers. Where's my wife? Give me the number. Why won't she answer?
They never said no comment. Said, oh, we'll try to get in touch with her. We'll try to give her a message. We'll try to get her to call you. That's what they kept telling me. And I was like, well, all right. If, maybe they're too busy. I don't know.
So you're defending your decision?
No, I'm not. I'm not defending it. I'm not defending it.
You know what's happening right now? You're getting real grabby and real clingy and trying to do everything you can to be the good guy because you're scared because she's involved with somebody else.
Coming up.
This other man, I want him gone. How do you feel about some guy laying on top of your wife groveling around? I'm gonna tell you what maybe your daddy didn't tell you, what nobody else has told you. I'm telling you, you need to grow up.
We now return to man camp in the Dr. Phil house.
You're scared because she's involved with somebody else.
How do we stop this thing?
True or false?
I guess that's true, yeah.
Tell me it's not if it's not. You're telling me that you haven't really gotten reinvigorated in this relationship because she's involved with somebody else?
It opened my eyes, yeah. Her being involved with someone else opened my eyes.
Maybe I've got more here than I would think. Maybe I shouldn't be just blowing her off and cussing her and yelling at her and telling her I wish she had aborted our children.
My priorities were all screwed up, and yeah, this is worth more. This is worth a lot more. It's worth everything.
So what are you going to do about her being involved with this other guy?
What can I do? That's up to her. I mean, I can't do anything about it. I'm trying not to be controlling.
I have some questions for you that I want you to answer as honestly as you can possibly answer. What do you predict the response in her to be when you say to her, I wish you aborted both our children?
She's gonna run off. That's gonna make her withdraw. That's not...
What is your response when he looks you in the eye and says that to you?
So why the hell am I with this person? Why would I want to be with a monster that doesn't like our children?
When you call her stupid, bitch, and crazy, when you tell her, shut up. Tell me, what's the macho version of that? What is that? Is that like, boy, look at me, I'm like Macho Man?
It was stupidity. And I can see that now, like, I sitting there, think about it, do I really feel that way about her? No, I don't really feel that way about her. Did I say those things? Yeah. Did I mean them? I felt under attack.
What do you want with your wife?
I want a life with her. I want to share my life with her. She's important to me. I want her to be happy. I want her to be the way it was when we first started and just the way she would look at me when we first met.
I'm gonna tell you what maybe your daddy didn't tell you, what nobody else has told you. I'm telling you, you need to grow up. You got responsibilities now, my friend. You have a wife, you have children, you have a family. You are to be a provider, a protector, a leader, a teacher, a nurturer. You have a job here. It's not about feeding your own ego and feeding your own addictive need to control. It is about taking the responsibility to realize it's not all about you. You don't have the right to yell and scream in front of those children the way you do. You don't have the right to do it. That is abuse. It is child abuse to do that in front of your children. It changes who they are. And so you're gonna fix this by going out and laying with some other guy? How do you feel about some guy laying on top of your wife groveling around?
I don't feel good about it.
How about you? How do you feel about that?
I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Why would I do something like that? I don't know.
You're at a club stripping and he's there, and it never occurred to you he was looking at you as a sexual object.
Sometimes it feels like some of the guys don't look at us like that. They just want conversation.
Oh, he's just there to chat you up.
Some guys, it feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, this one didn't turn out that way, did it?
No.
So you went to meet him somewhere for dinner?
Yes.
Somewhere classy, I assume?
No, it was like just a regular old diner. And we just sat there and talked, and when we parted, like, it was like we gave each other a friendly hug goodbye, and that was it. Like, nothing happened.
You made the choice, and he made it easy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna build this thing back. This other man, I want him gone. I don't want you telling me he's gone. I want him gone. I'm gonna bring him here, I'm gonna put him on that couch, and you're gonna tell him in front of me, it's over, get out of my life.
Yes, sir.
If you have to get a temporary restraining order to keep him away from you, then I expect you to get it and keep him away from you. I want him gone, period, out, zero, zip, nada, gone.
Next time on Man Cam.
How many women have you cheated with? Do the math.
I'm not good at math.
If you want to me,
I'm not
you didn't answer the question.
Dr. Phil's Man Cam continues.
What are you doing being a stripper?
My husband would not allow me to be a dancer. I have more pride than that.
Do you not see that I regret what I've done? Yeah, just because he asked you what you thought, does that mean you have the right to sit there and lecture me like you're my mother? No!
And
you're in love with somebody else. Well, he's here.
Be there for the confrontation with the other man.
If you were sleeping with my wife, you wouldn't have made it 2 steps in the door.
That's next time on Man Cam.
You definitely don't want to miss next week. And for more information about these couples and exclusive footage from the Dr. Phil house, go to drphil.com. Thanks and goodbye.
Dr. Phil yelled at us for yelled at me for meeting up, finding where Amanda was at, and meeting up with her. And I just wanted to see her. I didn't realize I was hyper-controlling behavior. I guess it is. I felt like, nope, I blew it for her. I blew it for us. Messed up again.
We went through a lot this morning. I was so scared to come here today. I was like literally nauseated because I was so afraid of what was going to happen. If our marriage can be saved, I know he's going to help it. I don't know if Nick and I are going to work, but I'm lucky to have had the opportunity to have the marriage, regardless of the goods and the bads, with him.
Got a few things out in the open. She listened. I don't know if she didn't even sink in or not. Generally doesn't with her, so. Probably just wasted breath like most of the rest of our conversations. But, I don't know, she says she's here to learn. Maybe she'll take some of it to heart and try and fix some of the problem or the behaviors that cause the problems we have.
I was really surprised at what Scott said. It was hard for me to believe him. I want to believe him, and I hope he's being honest. I'm glad we got it all out on the table, though.